Menace from the Assassins here. Just wanted to show you my big game setup for this year. So what we got here is got my dam. I don't know if you can see it. We'll show you the features. Turn this bad boy on. So I don't know if you can see that. You got the red dot. Zoom. So I made this custom secondary barrel system. So what I got going on with the barrels first, let's go over this. So I got a combination of the Freak barrel and the Apex barrel. Take that out and show it to you. So you can pull this out, you got your inserts here, and the way this works is you flip this up and it flips this little flap down. And what that'll do is it'll cause the paintball to go down, come curving back up, come crashing down. It's a little bit slower than what the regular paintballs go at, and I think it's a little bit more inaccurate, but it gives you extra distance. It's easy to dodge if, say, they know it's flying towards them, but you get those people who aren't paying attention all the time, and they always get hit. I recommend aiming for like the pod pack. I recommend aiming for the mask. I know, like, if you hit them in the chest, it'll bounce, but if they have like those vests on, yeah, that's an easy break because they like to put their mags in the front for whatever reason. It never made sense to me. I always ran a backpack, so I'd be more likely to get a bounce if I get hit in the stomach. The other barrel that I got here. So I want to show you this cool system actually. So the other barrel I got here it's a Labco barrel. It's got rifling. That's for the first strikes, and yes, I did all this coloring myself. It was regular paint, and then I used this stuff called mantle to hold the paint in. So I pretty much did the mags, I did everything. This is just the small mags, the double stack, bandolier, whatever you call it. And this is the cool feature here. So when I go and do this, put the new barrel in. So the purpose of this is it brings up the accuracy even more. This would be considered a sniper barrel. So if I want to commit fully to first strikes, then I use this barrel. So now I got the barrel in, and now I got the other Apex on the side, and notice this. Doesn't fall out. It's not going anywhere. And it fits for two sizes. I know the Apex is bigger. We compare the barrel sizes. So I'll put that back the way it was, and then I'll show you some of the other features I've designed into this. So I got the camera on the bottom here, if you can see that. It zooms in. I don't have sound on it. I can't get the sound for whatever reason. But if you look under the rail here, I've actually dremelled holes into it to lighten the weight down a little bit more. I replaced the screws, painted over them, made everything look nice. We got the 77 right on the stock, which is my number for the team. And then I did all this right here myself. It was all hand painted. I had a little bit of a red splash to it. So let's see. Those of you that don't know what first strikes are, I got an example here. Alright, so you got your standard paintball, then this is the first strike. They're a projectile round. It's more accurate. Goes further. Better than the Apex could, but that's just like the cheaper way of getting distance and keeping them at a distance. So I'm going to put the backpack on here and show you what's going on with it. Oh yeah, let me explain the mask first before I do that. So here I got the mask. I did a bunch of painting so you can see little stripes down this little area here. I got the Menace logo, I did all hand painted. And you got these little designs. This right here is the camera mount. This is an erector set I used. And then I pretty much had to sand down the camera mount itself. And I hot glued it in there and kind of jammed it in there so it's a little tight there so it's not going anywhere. Then I glued over the front to stabilize the thing. So that should keep it all nice and tight so when you're moving it's not shaking all over the place, going anywhere on you. So now I'm going to put the mounting on. So as you can see, it sits nice and low. So if you get shot, it's probably not going to be much of a matter if you compare it to like the GoPros. It's a lot more compact design when you're going through bunkers. Here's a front view. You see it? Side view. Sits real low. It's real nice. I like it. Okay, so now that that's over, I'll get the backpack on. So this is it with the setup on. This is a max loader. It has a maximum capacity of 2,000 paintballs. I'm going to be running about 1,500 on it. So as you can see when I switch hands, it's not an issue. Switch back, and I can kind of jam that barrel in there a little bit. It holds it right in place so it doesn't stick out to the right too much. And then, you know, I got my EOTech sight magnifier. And I have a drop pouch right here, or a magazine, so I can drop it right in there. These magazines are a little bit of a pain because of the holders. The logo tends to get caught on the button for whatever reason. I was thinking of sewing that off eventually, but these are the extended mags. They're about 10 before a reload, and then if you've seen the dam, you know what it is. This is for the newer people who haven't seen it or wouldn't know what it is. And it's 40 in total, double stacked bandolier. Go like this, and you can go like this. Yeah, whatever you want to do. It's got a nice little shield plating on the front, just so you can stop dirt from getting in there. There you go, you can kind of see the shield plating there. Alright, so other features of what I got. I got the smoke bombs here. These are the big boys. They're made for moving entire teams downfield. I have 2 of those on each side. And then over here, if you see this weirdness, these are the burst round inola grenade smoke rounds. These, they'll shoot out one side and then they'll shoot out the other side. I'll just pull the pin, throw it, and then, yeah, I can move up while I'm doing that. So other features, of course, you got the max loader's hose here. So what we got here is you got a selector switch. So you can switch it back. So now I'm running in paintball mode. The max loader is loading into it now. If I go forward, now it's magazine fed. Yeah, I'll show you the backpack. I did the colors. You can kind of see that there's my 77 on there. I custom hand painted onto there. Yeah, I really like the setup. It's nice. It's not too bad. It's actually lighter than my last setup, which was a box load mag fed setup, where it was essentially, I used a Tippmann field pack and I modified that. You can see that in my other videos if you want to check that out. So what I want to show you features of the backpack, because I know people are going to be asking about it. So this, unattach this. Come on, there we go. Put that down. So there's actually an eye system inside the thing. So when I go to turn it on, now it's loading in, and there's eyes in here. So here, actually, yeah, it stops when you put your. So yeah, you can kind of see that it is reading that. It's I'll go a little bit further. I'll show you the insides of it. Actually, take this off. know people, they don't always show you the inside. Yeah, I kind of forgot that. Yeah, it's got the strap here. It helps with stabilizing it. I just didn't bother to hook that up. All right. All right. So grab this, and hopefully you guys can see. But it's a double sort of loaded system. One down there, one on the top. And the way this thing works is this thing actually screws into this piece right here. So when I go to remove the entire thing, I can pull this up, pull this out. Then if this hose wasn't attached, I'd be able to pull this whole thing up, including the secondary version of this thing. Then you can kind of clean in there. They come with a little hose you can stick in there, usually to clean it. But I noticed you gotta empty it every time you play paintball with it. You don't want paint deforming in there, getting stuck, causing jams. You have to use good paint with this setup. So when you're going to those games. Oh yeah, let me show you the air system. So what I got going on here is, as you can see, it's a double remote line hooked into one line feeding into the gun. I have a 100-inch 68 tank, and I have a 68 45, or no, it's a 145. Sorry. And this was kind of a pain because the Europeans, they have a different tank. They have like a 2-liter, I believe is what it said on the website. You can kind of see the mag holder there. But they usually run with like one tank. Where us Americans, our compressors don't work with those tanks, for what the guy at Cousins told me. So that was kind of a loss in itself. But I took one of these, modified it, tied it tight, got it to stick in there, and yeah, it may be a little bit more weight. Of course, I got my water here. I need that. I mean, I could like put a radio on there, but my team doesn't use those. It's pretty good. I really like it. I'm going to be testing it out at the end of the month here. There's a game, big game, Cousins. That's the game I'll be using this setup at. I know the second day they have a helicopter. It's really awesome. And they have usually 2 tanks as well. It's a really fun event. Wolf should be doing some video on it. He did it last year, but this year he'll actually be able to play because he's not going to be worth points to shoot out. But yeah, I'll show you with the strap on, if you were wondering. I don't know why you would, but there you go. That's what it looks like with that on. Yeah, a lot of work went into this, a lot of time. I still have a couple of other ideas for it, but I have to make sure I have enough money for this game coming up. Alright, sorry, the camera shut off on me. So it's pretty much the setup, but yes, I was right the first time on the air tank. So this is Menace signing off. You guys have a good day.